Good morning. I'm doing something this morning I don't usually do. I'm calling somebody out. You ever heard the phrase acting a fool? I'm pretty sure my mom used it. Not sure it was her, but I know I heard it when I was younger. Not really know that I understood what it meant at that point, but I understand now. And I encountered someone yesterday that was the epitome of acting a fool. And I have a scripture to share with them today. And you know who you are. I'm going to read the scripture, and then I'm actually going to call you out in front of everybody. Scripture, first from the New King James, says, "The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he who heeds counsel is wise. A fool's wrath is known at once, but a prudent man covers shame." I read it a few times, and then I looked at another translation, the Message, that says kind of the same thing, but gives different words that might be a little bit easier to understand. This says, again, from Proverbs chapter 12, verses 15 and 16, "Fools are headstrong and do what they like. Wise people take advice. Fools have short fuses and explode all too quickly. The prudent quietly shrug off insults." Well, in case you're wondering, the fool yesterday was the person you're looking at right now. I'm not very proud of it. But in the moment, in the heat of the moment, I was 1,000% sure I was correct. And I needed to make sure other people understood that. There was someone else that was around when this whole experience was taking place, and in a very appropriate, off to the side manner, they called me out on it. Thankfully, I can say I was willing to heed some advice. I didn't like it. Hearing it even made me mad. But I tell you that today because I needed to hear the scripture. Now, I think all of us in some ways can have a temper, or there are people that push our buttons, and usually it's the people that are closest to us, the ones we love and care about. But that still doesn't justify acting a fool. And I spent some time this morning in devotion really praying, and I feel differently today. In fact, my whole morning was different, to even the point that something happened that typically I realized in the morning I would have been upset about. I was helping get some lunches ready, and a whole container filled with leftover soup just fell on the kitchen floor, and it exploded. It went everywhere. You know, my daughter was there, and usually I've been upset. I've been having a fit, acting a fool probably, at least in some way. But instead, I looked at that, and I looked at Riley, and I said, "Dad made a mess." She busted out laughing and said, "Yes, you did." I got down on the floor and cleaned it up and had a great conversation with her while I was doing it. That would not have happened had I not spent the time, I believe, having the quiet time I did with God about having the right attitude and not letting things push my button. Because in that moment, that soup that I was the one that knocked out of the refrigerator and put down, I would have got upset with the thing of soup. We can be that way. So, first of all, I want you to understand that I'm far from perfect. And we all are going to have times like that we need to go back and reevaluate. And I hope that my mistake, my issues yesterday and today will be something you might be able to learn from, and maybe take that verse for yourself and prevent yourself from acting a fool. But ever you slip up, and that is something that happens with you, maybe Proverbs chapter 12, verses 15 and 16 is something you can hold on to. But I hope that today is a very good day for you, in spite of the challenges and the challenging people that might cross your path. Have a good day.